Hello! You're back again! To get to 100%? Okay, let's give it a go. Question 1. With whom did David commit adultery? That was Bathsheba in 2 Samuel chapter 11. Question 2. Which book of the Bible contains the 10 Commandments? And you'll find those in Exodus chapter 20. Question 3. What is the longest book in the Bible? That is Psalms. 150 Psalms. Question 4. What is sin? Is it the transgression of the law, the work of the devil, disobeying a priest, or disobeying any religious leader? Well, according to 1 John chapter 3, sin is the transgression of the law. Question 5. Who was the king of Israel known for his wisdom and wealth? And that is King Solomon. Question 6. What sin did Gehazi commit? Was it greed, lust, fornication, or envy? And Gehazi was greedy in 2 Kings chapter 5. Question 7. Who was the prophet who performed miracles during a contest with the prophets of Baal? And that was Elijah in 1 Kings chapter 18. Question 8. Which of these sins does God consider to be an abomination? Is it he that creates a stone idol, stealing from the poor, hands that shed innocent blood, or a lustful mind? And Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 to 17 tells us that the abomination is hands that shed innocent blood. Question 9. Who did God call out of Ur to move to Canaan? And that was Abraham. Question 10. Which heaven was Paul caught up to in his vision? Was it the second heaven, third heaven, fourth heaven, or seventh heaven? And Paul was caught up to the third heaven in 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Question 11. Who compared himself to a worn-out sandal in his farewell speech to the Israelites? And that was Joshua. You'll find it in chapter 23. Question 12. Jesus said that we shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven unless there is a new song of praise in our hearts. The whole tithe is brought to the storehouse. Our righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, or we forgive our debtors. And we won't enter the kingdom unless we forgive our debtors. Have a read of Matthew chapter 5 to 7. Question 13. Who was instructed to remove his sandals because he was standing on holy ground? And that was Moses at the burning bush in Exodus chapter 3. Question 14. What sin did Achan commit? Was it slothfulness, adultery, theft, or disrespecting his parents? And Achan committed theft in Joshua chapter 7. Question 15. Who was commanded to walk around barefoot and naked for a symbolic act of prophecy concerning Egypt and Cush? And that was Isaiah, referenced in chapter 20. Has anyone got any prophetic words of a nation's forthcoming shame? I expect you're hoping not, if that's what you have to do. Question 16. Where was Jesus when he rose into heaven? Was he in Jerusalem, on the Mount of Olives, in Galilee, or in Nazareth? And Jesus was at the Mount of Olives. Question 17. In the Old Testament, what did the Israelites have to do to be forgiven of sin? Was it give 10% of their crops to the priest, recite the book of the law, pay some money to the temple, or offer an animal sacrifice via a priest and pray for forgiveness? And the Israelites had to make a sacrifice, according to Leviticus chapter 4. Question 18. Where does sin come from? Is it the heart, the devil, God, or an angel? And according to Matthew chapter 15, sin comes from the heart. Question 19. What was the first temptation of Christ? Was it to kill Judas, to become king of the world, to jump off the top of the temple and be saved by an angel, or to turn a stone into bread? And the first temptation was to turn a stone into bread, in chapters 4 of Matthew and Luke. And question 20. What was God's sign to Noah that he would never destroy the earth again? And yes, that was the lovely rainbow. Good stuff! I hope you did as well as you deserve. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.